Yeah, shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters. Today's what? The 13th day of the so-called first month. This is the white man month, not Israelite month. So we give all praises and honor to the one true power, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. His name is Yahweh. And to his only begotten son, Amashiach Yahushai. We gave reverence, we gave praise. Just give the Most High thanks to rise this morning, brothers and sisters. And I pray all of you doing well. I pray the Most High just have mercy on our soul, man. Sustain us. You understand me? Pray the Most High lead us in the right path, brothers and sisters. Okay, it's rough. As the scripture says, Satan shall warn the saints. I know some of us, we getting worn out every day. Remember, brothers and sisters, we're still on the mission to open a school, a new school. We still need some resources. If the Most High bless you and you have it, you can assist. If you don't even have the resources, pray that we get it up, that we can get a new place to continue this work, continue this mission we on. Yeah, get up a little more early this morning. Was up studying. Me and Raka, elder from House of David, have a good little conversation. And even with that, the Most High open our eyes, open our understanding. The Most High showing us, listen, as the scripture said, the carnal minded cannot praise the Most High. So we can't be carnal minded. We have to be positive. We have to be strong. And more, we have to have faith. Right? So brothers and sisters, I pray the Most High just have mercy on our soul, man. Spiritually and physically. Pray the Most High strengthen us as a nation of people in the four corners of this earth. And I pray we also, as men, women, children, confess our faults and ask the Most High, the omnipotent Yahweh, for forgiveness. We can prolong our days, prolong our life, and our family also. Good morning. Right? And our family also. So we just have to give strength to each other, encourage each other. But I want to touch on something that I never get. Remember to touch on last week walk. And Raka bring it to my attention this morning. We was talking about the birth of Yahushua. And it come up. Good morning, son. In terms of the reason for a woman to accept a man having more than one wife in the scripture based upon today. And the reason is privilege. Because today a woman can say, I'm not dealing with a man, and go back to her parents' place, which she don't feel no embarrassment about it, no shame. You understand me? She can go get a job, get her own apartment. So that's good for her. She has privilege. But in the Bible days, in the land of her fathers, a woman could not own property. So when a woman left her father's house, she have to go to her husband's house. If her husband put her away, she have to go back to her father's house. And the father don't want her back because it was an embarrassing thing. It would be like, listen, she wasn't good enough. she wasn't a good wife, etc. So the father would feel disappointed. The mother also, in terms of they never did a good job raising that child. So even though today, like, I was listening to Cardi B a couple of days ago. Somebody sent me a video on Instagram. Me personally, I think that bitch is a lunatic. You understand me? I definitely think she's a lunatic. You understand me? Like, listen, man. I don't know how women look up to that bitch. You understand me? Nicki Minaj, all of them, bunch of bitches. Right? Lunatics. And I hear she talking, and there was nothing positive to say. She was a proud whore. You understand me? She proud in whatever thing she doing. And the clip, she talk. She said she would never want her daughter to listen to her music. She said it. The songs, because you see the problem is, the black woman now don't want to teach her children. The black woman do not want to teach her children. So you have Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and these are the whores out there teaching their children. Because the black woman don't want to be taught neither. Because she want privilege. So I say that to say this. In the land of Israel, a black woman could not own no land, no property. If you have a husband, and the husband never, and you don't get a son as a woman, and your husband die, the city, the state, coming to take the land. You understand me? So that's why now a woman felt privileged to so-called share a husband. Because if a husband have 2 or 3 wives, 99% chances are one of those wives might have a son. So if the husband should die, the land go over to the son. But no, as I said, we have this false privilege, our fake privilege, where now we can do what we want. Because we see these nigger women in America, are some in England too, some in everywhere, doing it. So now, our nation of black women have no shame, no integrity. You understand me? Because a woman is not even ashamed about how much man she slept with. I remember before Cardi B bust, before she at where she at now, she was 26 at the time. 26. The video still on YouTube. It's a 3 minutes video. She was doing her hair. And she asked the hairdresser, the girl that was doing her hair, like, how much body you have? And I would never have a clue, brothers and sisters. I never know what body is. So I have to listen to the whole conversation, the whole 3 minutes. And body is simple mean how much man a woman slept with. The hairdresser said, I don't know, maybe 12. And Cardi B was like, oh, for real, girl? And the hairdresser said 12. You understand me? And I'm looking like, God damn, 12. But even that 12 is a small amount of numbers to what is out there now. 12 is like a small fraction. You understand me? So now when they turned, the hairdresser said, girl, to Cardi B, how much body you have? Cardi B said 46. That time she was in with Offset yet. I think it was rumors say she was with, it was rumors say she was with a DJ in New York named DJ Sal. She wasn't in with Offset yet. And at 26, she had 46 bodies. She get TV show. She was on Love and Hip Hop New York. She acting in movie. She win I don't know if she win the Grammy, I don't know. But I know she have #1 hit song and all these things. She took off. So nobody hold her accountable for being a whore. You understand me? Nobody hold her accountable for that. Now you have our black woman today. You understand me? You have our black woman today. They emulate these people in this society. Because they say, okay, if they make it like that, I can make it too. But it's not a nice thing. And the Most High tell us, every work that we do, we will be paying for it. You understand me? Whether it be a righteous work or whether it be an evil work. You understand me? So the whole thing is, brothers and sisters, read about woman in the Bible, man. Emulate the righteous sisters in the Bible, sisters. Men, emulate the righteous men in the Bible. You understand me? That's how you make a happy life. You understand me? So the purpose in Israel, a sister won't feel jealous or feel the hatred towards the next sisters like what sister having now if their husband marry an ex-wife, because they know what the procedure was. So that's why when I read Isaiah 4 verse 1, it said in that day, and that's a future prophecy. It says 7 women. The number 7 means completion. So 7 can be 70, 700, 7,000, 20, 8, 10. The word number 7 means completion. So he said, Isaiah 4 verse 1, he said, in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man. And they taking hold of that one man, and then going hold on to the man, and say, please take away our reproach. You understand me? So now, the woman don't need the man to have a reproach. Because the so-called white man tell you otherwise. You understand me? That's why the Bible tell a man, when America, England, and Rome is destroyed, the Bible said the entire earth will be at rest. Because the Bible tell you the kings, the prince, the princesses, they drunk with the wine of whatever Rome, England, and America have issuing out for our people, man. Both men and women drunk. So now the scripture telling in the book of Jeremiah, the people are mad, man. The people are mad. You understand me? So this is a lot of madness going on. So you have young girls now. Can they cook? Are they clean? Are they tidy? Can they wash? Do they know to keep a house? Do they know to take care of children? Do they know to make a man happy? And the last thing, do a woman know to serve a man? You understand me? Because you have young girls now, they go into a relationship, and the only thing they have to offer in the relationship is sex. The only thing they have to offer in the relationship is sex. What do you think that man going to do? Because sex is free now. Anybody can get sex from anywhere. You understand me? Sex is free. You understand me? So even though you look in America, and even in Africa too, you look at the football players, or they call it here soccer. In America they call it soccer. In America they call it football. Majority of the top African football player, who they married to? They're married to white women. In America, the football players, who do they marry to? They marry to majority white women. The basketball players, majority white woman. So you see the differences. You see. So now, as a nation, we destroy ourselves in that manner. Because just ask yourself, when last have you tell a child, take your book and come let me see what you do at school today? When last have you done that? Just like last week, Thursday, I remember, I went to get some photocopy from this copy man. I want some documents photocopy. And he told me that white people more smarter than black people. He told me, he said, when the white man children come, they can do everything. They're more smarter than the black children in Ghana. And I asked him, I said, do you have children? He said, yes. I said, how much? He said, he's not telling me. I said, the difference with the white people is, if the white man children have a soccer game, the white people take off from work and they take little Timmy to the soccer game and they sit on the sideline, and even when little Timmy don't worth a shit, the white man will say, "Yay, Timmy, good job, good job." Clap Timmy, cheer Timmy on. If the coach need anything, like sponsors and anything, guess what? The white parents is there. Turn it around now. The black parents, son, little Thomas, want to play football. How much time the black parents take off from he or she work and bring little Thomas to the football field? When little Thomas fell, make a mistake, how many times he motivate little Thomas and encourage little Thomas? Or he say, "Will you hear that? What you do that for? You're stupid." Listen, brothers and sisters, I've been there before. I see it happening every day with my own eyes. You see? Yesterday my daughter went back to school. I never know she even have school yesterday. And she sent me a video or something. I was asking her, like, where's that? She said, "Dad, I'm in the cafeteria." You understand me? We have that relationship. You understand me? You have to have a relationship with your children. What you learn at school today, how you doing? Call the teacher. You understand me? Whenever I travel back, go to America, you'll see me at the school with my children. It's my duty. I tell the mother, listen, don't worry yourself. I'll bring them. I'll pick them up. You understand me? I go to the school, ask the teacher how they're doing. And even if they're messing up, I'll never tell them that in front of the teacher. I wait till I get the car or I reach home. I say, okay, Shemaiah, Elijah, and coming. Y'all need to do better than this. If it's like my daughter not doing PE for nothing in the world. She says she's not going to school to no gym. She's not wetting up because she reached that age now. And I give God thanks. She being girly now. You understand me? Because I can't grow no dyke. So I give God thanks. So she wants her nails done. She wants to look feminine. And I give you thanks, Yahweh. You understand me? Because I can't grow next masculinity. I have 2 sons. So my daughter not doing PE in school. She not doing gym. So whenever that report come, she get a E. I said, listen, man. You can't do without gym. You don't need it. You understand me? She used to do it. She used to swim. She used to do tracks. Now she's 16. She said, I'm not doing it no more. I said, okay, fine. Don't do it. Because I do a lot of things in school. And I yet to see a job application that I need Roman numeral number for. You have ratio and all these stuff. So yeah, so we excuse that. With other things with my other sons them now, I'll tell them, listen, the one is 5-year-old, I don't pay no mind. Because I remember when I was going to school at 5, I just need some crayons and to mess up whatever I was doing then. But the 10-year-old son, I'll tell him, okay, Elijah, you have to have patience, you have to do this, but I'll do that in the car. And I don't do it where it's a dictatorship. You understand me? So now, we will be looking at other people's children, man. And we're not looking at our own children. The first landlord where I was, he have 2 sons. They were like 11 and 9. And I tell him, I said, listen, get your kids them some tablet. He said, no, it's too expensive. I just look and shake my head. Would the Chinese tell their children that? But then now you have the black people have those concepts where they don't spend time with their children. So now, these are the same one growing up. Because 16 ain't far from 20. 4 more years. 2026, my daughter will be 20. You understand me? And I'll be having more gray beard. But how did we grow her as a child? As a parent, how did we grow her to make she reach adulthood? How she act, how she react, her conversation, her friend. You understand me? Because much black people, or most of us, we don't spend time with our children. And these are stuff that we have to do, because if we don't, then guess what will happen? It will affect them in their life growing up. Because this generation fail. My generation failed miserably. We have not invented nothing. We have not created nothing. Only thing we do on this earth is commit crime and wickedness. That's why the scripture said what? This generation shall not pass before Christ come back and judge them, man. Then our children, oh crap. These generation that born in the year 2000, they're the worst people ever invented on this planet earth. You understand me? So now, everything reflect back from the old soul. Everything reflect back from the old soul. And then now you have the purpose. Does the black woman know our purpose? Does we black man know our purpose? You understand me? So we can take it back to the Bible, where we can find what our purpose is. When I grew up, I saw my grandfather. He was traveling. He was doing farm work. So he would go to America and he would pick apple for 6 months, then he'd come home. He was doing it frequently when I'm growing up. So when he came home, everything that he came back with, guess who he gave it to? My grandmother. So basically, my grandfather was the breadwinner, because my father was in America too at that time. So my grandmother was the head of the household. When my grandfather left gone, she hold it down and everything. Because that time you never have Western Union, where you can send money and all this stuff. I don't even know. I remember those times it was telegram. So maybe, just maybe, my grandfather would send money once for the 6-7 months he was away. But whenever he came home, everything was flourish and nice. So my grandmother was the one running the household. Just like most of us growing up. The woman was the one running the household. She was not the head. Because I said, when my grandfather come, there's no way. And my grandmother have 8 kids from my grandfather. No, 5, 7. 5 boys, 2 girls. So when my grandfather come, my grandmother never said, oh, go share your own food. I was here with the 7 kids. I never ever see my grandfather cook dinner. Never cook dinner. And I never ever in my life see my grandfather share his own food or wash dishes. Never in my life. Or wash his own clothes, iron. I never see my grandfather do nothing like that, brothers and sisters. You understand me? Never ever in my life. I see my grandfather went in the pot and share his own food. And guess what? He drink tea every morning. But he never make it. You understand me? Every evening come home and eat dinner. He never cooked it. He never go buy nothing. You understand me? Only thing he'll buy is a bread. Because not like Friday night he used to go to the road and play dominoes. So when he coming home, he'll buy a bread. You understand me? And my grandmother cater for him. So I'm looking at this lifestyle now. I'm looking at this generation and that generation. And by my grandfather leave, he come back. My grandmother never stepped out to cheat, where nobody in the village say, oh, he left and somebody was sleeping with her. No. My grandmother hold on everything. We used to go to the river to wash. You understand me? My grandmother get all of us, cousins and everybody, we go. As a child, we never wash our own clothes. When my grandmother wash, she wash for everybody. You understand me? Except for her 2 daughters. They were the biggest one. You understand me? When she come home and cook, she cook for everybody. She share. You understand me? She share for my grandfather first. When my grandfather eat, then everybody can eat. When my grandfather not there, guess what? My grandmother was at bush. That time my uncle them used to bring the goats. Because my grandfather have a lot of goats. Like 100+ goats. We have cow, we have donkeys. So my grandmother used to be at the bush too when it's time to reap the stuff. We used to reap pineapples, plantains, a lot of mangoes, watermelon, papaya. When it's time for the reaping, my grandmother in the bush reaping too. My uncle and will pack the donkey and everything. And we as little boy, we the one carrying the donkey. You understand me? My grandmother do all of that, brothers and sisters. When water was not, because we used to have to go to the river for water till we get standing pipe in the community. My grandfather sent all of us for water. Good morning, son. You understand me? When my grandfather come, the bush work, my grandfather take it over 100%. The water in the house, my grandfather used to wake up 3 o'clock and go for water before we go to school. You understand me? My grandfather used to do that. He organized that now. But him and my grandmother never bump heads. Never hear them argue. I never hear the word nigger until I go to America, man. I hear the black woman calling the black man nigger, man. You understand me? Nothing like that sort. And now, you look at the generation now, something go wrong somewhere. And where it go wrong, because my aunt, they grow properly. You understand me? They grow properly. But the problem is now, they never teach their children. They lighten up on their children. You understand me? Because now, you have people start to have children in my aunt generation. Both of them died, the most I rest them soul. In their generation, what they do now, when they have children, they start to spoil kids. You understand me? Because I remember one of my aunts have a son there. He have one daughter and he couldn't have no more children. Good morning. Till God bless her with a son in her late stage. Maybe she was like 40 something when she have the son. She spoiled the boy. She spoiled the boy. You understand me? So that's what happened now. My aunt, my uncle, their generation, they start to spoil the kids. And then the woman in those generation now start to kick the black man out the house. They have options so they could leave. You understand me? But my grandma, as I said, my grandfather have 2 child outside. And I know my grandmother was mad. I know she was mad. So when my grandfather bringing back stuff, my grandfather used to bring stuff and say, this going to that house. And my grandmother will say, open it, let me see it, open it, let me see it. And my grandfather will say, no, leave it alone. You understand me? So, as child, I know my sister and my rest of cousin them could reflect on stuff like this. You understand me? And my grandmother never step out. Now you have woman will tell you, if he's cheating, I'm going to cheat too. You know why? Because the bitch don't know shame, man. Because the Bible tells you that our woman coming like dogs. That's when I read the Bible call the black woman a what? A ostrich. The Bible tells in the book of Lamentation, the black woman become a ostrich. Ostrich is the big bird. You know the attribute of the ostrich? He dig the sand, lay the egg in the sand, and leave the eggs. So when the eggs hatch and the chick born, there's no mother. That's the attribute of an ostrich. So that's what the black woman become now. So even you see most of our black women, they be single mothers. Why are they being single mothers? Because what? They leave their husband. They wreck their household. And I know a lot of them don't like when I talk. A lot of them don't like when I talk. But you see, the truth hurts. Good morning, my brother. The truth hurts. Morning. And facts is facts. You understand me? The black woman is a real home wrecker. So she the one choose to be single mother because she wants her freedom to be horse. That's what she wants her freedom to be a whore. You understand me? She choose that freedom, right? And now she raises the children in by herself. So what she'll do is she'll go to work. She come home, she tired. The child is on the TV playing games, watching whatever she wants to watch. She never tell a child to take up a book. So that's why you see in the world, our prisons full with what? Black young men. You understand me? Black young men. Because like men don't like embarrassment. Men don't like to be disgraced. And most of these black women, I never said all, So when you watch a video and go and text me, say what I said. And most of these black women, that's what they bring. They're disgraceful and they're embarrassing. Like for me personal, man, a woman raise her voice. If I'm in the house and we're having a conversation, disagreement, and you go and talk with the neighbor or something here, man, I might put your ass to sleep, man. So that's why in relationship, you talk about all that thing, man. Because I cannot deal with no whole loudmouth woman, man. You understand me? I can never dealt with that. You understand me? You not gonna load up. I'm never going to be your child. You understand me? So that's what the black woman bring. Most of them. Disgrace and embarrassment. Loudmouth. So now, the man embarrassed. You're broken the man. You're broken the man. You understand me? So you destroy the man. So what the man said, no, the man don't even want to deal with you. The man don't even want to associate it with you. You understand me? And then because of that, the man tries best not to be in his children's life, which is not right also. As a man, you should make every effort on the planet there is to be in your children's life, to grow your children, to guide your children. Because a lot of women out there have children and expect stepfather and all these things to take care of their children. No. It's not no man's responsibility to take care of no other man's children. You understand me? Every man, unless the man died. If the children's father died and the woman is a widow, that's something totally different. You took on that widow and you took the children and everything. But if a couple not together and you see a next man dealing with your children's mother, that's not that man's problem to deal with their children. You as a father have to deal with your children, man. You understand me? Because one thing I'll tell you, nobody can love your children like you. And when I said nobody, I experienced that with my own children. You understand me? I experienced that with my own children. Because you have your own children, your own children smell different from any other people's children, man. You understand me? I ain't say nobody not gonna love my children, but you ain't gonna love them like I do. You understand me? You will not love my children more than me, or even half like what I do. Because let me tell you this, when you have baby, and the young baby there, and the baby burp, in Jamaica we say the baby puke. So the baby drink, and then you have a baby on your shoulder and the baby burp. Listen, man, sometimes my baby burp up back the tea, or whatever they drink, and they will be on my shoulder and they go down in my back and you feel it down there. I don't know if somebody else's child can do that to me. I might drop the child, man. You understand me? I might drop the child. Maybe some people can, but I definitely can't. I don't want nobody else's child burp on me like that. You understand me? So I will not drop my child because of the love I have for my child. You understand me? I have my son and my son was sick. And give God thanks. He's on the healing process. And he's healing nice. You see you, dog? I'm going to kill you. Right? Every day I pass, he run me down. So yeah, my son was sick. And I stayed at the hospital all night. Would I do that for somebody else's child? I might have. And let me tell you how I would do that for somebody else's child. If they dare too. If the father is there and we sitting there talking all night, I would have done it. All right, my brother, I would have done it. But the next situation now, the mother used to stay at day, I stay at night. And then I go to work in the day. So we used to take shift. I never ever leave none of my children in the hospital by themselves. Ever. We go on shift immediately. You understand me? So that child need that father and that love, man. So man is supposed to take care of the children, whether they with the mother or not. You have to make the effort. And yes, I know a lot of women play the devil advocate. Good morning. A lot of women play the devil advocate where they don't want the man to see the child. That story is something totally different. But don't ever let the woman say, you're a deadbeat. You don't take care of your children, man. You understand me? As a man, you're supposed to know your children eat, where they sleep. Like, listen. You don't know. You understand me? Because if I buy a spread for myself, I buy one for my daughter. and she's in a different household. You understand me? The mother will cook something my daughter don't want. And my daughter will say, okay, my daddy will give me dinner. And I'm all the way in Ghana. So I'd have to call my son mother and say, listen, could you just go over there and give her something for me? You understand me? So you have to be involved in your children's life. Else they don't become worthless and useless on the planet Earth, man. You understand me? Because the Bible tells you what? Let the multitude perish that was born in vain. The Bible said, let the multitude be put to death that was born in vain. So you cannot be raising useless people on this planet. So we have to spend more time on everything, man. And it all begins. The woman is broken, the household is broken. Because I grew up in a household where the head was my grandfather until my father get deported 1988. When my father get deported 1988, we went back to live with him. And then it was the same cycle. You understand me? I remember my stepmother at the time. My father tell her, listen, these are my children. It was me and my sister. My father only have two of us. So I was the only son. But my mother used to send barrel every Christmas. She used to send 2 barrels too. Every Christmas. And my mother sent money every month. You understand me? So I grew up good relationship with my stepmother because I spent a long time with her. You understand me? Spent a long time with her. So we grew up have a good relationship. But my mother was always there. We used to walk to the phone booth to make calls. Every birthday, we used to get an envelope. You understand me? She used to send a barrel every year. So it's not like my mother was, a deadbeat or anything like that. She was there, but she was in the distance. Just like I'm now in Ghana, my children is in America, I'm still there in the distance. The school call me. People around me know. You understand me? Even Sunday, if my phone ring, it's a school. You understand me? So I'm involved. You have to have those conversations. I have a 10-year-old son now. He soon start feel things in his body. We have to have those conversations. You understand me? You have to teach them the laws. They know right from wrong. You understand me? You don't have to be bully, abusing and all, because I don't beat. I talk and they start to cry. I don't beat. I never beat my daughter in 16 years. Never. I slapped the baby. I slapped his ass up a couple of times. The last one, he's stubborn. You understand me? But no ass whipping. Slap him on his hand, his ass or his leg. You understand me? The big one, I slapped twice. He didn't even cry. I slapped him on his shoulder. So I'm not a beater. I talk to them and I want whatever I said to go through. But we have to do better as a nation of people to build a better nation that's coming beyond us. You understand me? So it's just something we have to look in as a nation of people. So we say with that, brothers and sisters, we give praise and thanks to the Most High, man, Yahweh, man. And until we chat again. Me finish up. I have at least 30 more minutes walking left. All right, shalom.